Our ceiling is 9 feet tall, so I was able to get this wall done for about $40 in lumber. If your ceiling's 8 feet, the price is about 45% less. If you look up 1x4x10 on Home Depot's website, common boards are going for $9.98, and the 1x4x10 construction grade Douglas fir is $7.68. So each board saves you about $2.30. If you use 10 boards for your project, you just save $23. All right, so this mirror just came in today. This is from Home Depot. We're gonna put this on the bathroom wall, and we're gonna do some wood slats next to it, and we're gonna show you how we get it done. Okay. So this mirror we bought for, I think, like $160, but they have the same exact mirror, but some of them are for some reason like $180 or $230, but it's the same exact mirror. So when you go on Home Depot's website, just make sure you shop around. Like it? Super basic. All right, so the mirror is installed. Now we're just gonna go run to Home Depot, grab the wood, make some rip cuts, and stain seal everything, and then get it ready to put up onto the wall. I ran each 1x4x10 board through my table saw at 1 inch width, so each board gave me 3 slats. We went with 1 inch slats with 1 inch spacing, so all we needed to do was measure the width of the wall in inches, divide it by 2, which tells you how many slats you'll need. I ran all the boards through the table saw, and now all I need to do is use my miter saw to cut the final length. Here I'm measuring the distance from the ceiling to the top of the mirror, and also the bottom of the mirror to the baseboard. You'll notice the measurements are slightly off, so you'll have to account for the difference when you make your cuts. Here I'm taking the measurements and using my miter saw to cut the slats to the final length. If you need to make repeated cuts, using a stand that has a stop block comes in really handy. So all the pieces are cut. I have the bottom section here, the top section here, left side of the mirror here, and the right side of the mirror here. I marked the back of each slat so I know exactly where they go. I had to do this because the wall wasn't completely even. I used 3 coats of polyurethane on the face of the slats, but I started to run low on poly, so I used satin clear spray on the back and the sides. Make sure to always use a mask, preferably a respirator, and work in a well-ventilated area when using spray paint. Everything is stained, everything is sealed, and we sealed all 4 sides. The front we went ahead and sealed with the brush-on stain, or the sealer, and then we ran out of seal for the back and the side, so we just used this clear coat spray paint that we had. But the reason we had to seal all 4 sides is this is going in the bathroom. So we want to make sure we protect the wood from moisture so we don't get any mold or any warping. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready, Olive, to put this on the wall?
Yes.
Thumbs up? All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to go ahead and grab the centerpiece, which is here. And we're going to have to find the center of the top of the mirror. let me go ahead and get the first brad nail in. We'll align it and then we can go from there. Okay, so these are just scrap or spare pieces of wood that we cut. And these are important because we're gonna use them as spacers. Now, what we did there was we went ahead and we took our time setting that first piece. And the reason that's so important is because if the first piece is off, everything's gonna look off center. Everything will look crooked. So this is the next piece that's gonna go up. Now what we need to do is, in order to keep things nice and consistent, go ahead and put one of those blocks on the bottom. And see, I'm gonna push it flush up against there so it can't move. Now do another one in the middle. Now hold this camera for me, I'll reach the top one. You got it? This one, I'm gonna slide all the way to the top, just like this, okay?
Yep.
So we have nice 3 places. So it's nice and even. 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And then now I'll hold this and go ahead and let me get it aligned for you. And I'll tell you when to push. Push. Good. See that, Song? See how it's nice and even? So now we're gonna move those blocks over to the left and do the next slat. Sloan, you wanna grab the next slat?
Sure.
The one closest to you. Perfect. You can set it up there next to it. Good. It's gonna be loud, ready? 1, 2, 3. And then the top, 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to shoot the nail into the middle. All right, go ahead, you can shoot it. Perfect. Beautiful, looking good so far. What do you think? Okay. All right, that's what it looks like so far. Just have to get the sides on, and then I'll just have to fill the small holes. All right, so we're back. We're done putting all the slats on the wall. All we have to do now is fill the small holes from the 18 gauge brad nails. The DAP plastic wood, all-purpose wood filler. It's the natural color. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the holes, and then after I'm done, probably do a very light sand with 220 by hand. And then we'll go ahead and stain the small holes, and then put a very light coat of seal on top of that. And then we'll be done. So I'm just gonna squeeze a tiny bit onto my finger. Go in the hole. After I fill everything, I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, I went ahead and filled all the 18 gauge brad nail holes. Okay, it's been 24 hours and I'm going to show you how lightly we're going to sand this area. So anywhere that there's patch, I'm just barely going to go over that. That's literally it. Alright, I'm going to show you guys. Let's see here. So I'll go ahead and go over this area with some stain. And you can see how well that blends in. Okay, so now that everything is stained, the holes are all patched. I went over every section with the stain again. And we're back to go ahead and do the top coat with some polyurethane. So I went ahead and mixed this up. Just gonna dab that. all we're doing is a very light coat. All right, so the seal is on, and we just have to wait for it to dry. We think it turned out really nicely. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, drop a comment, and share it with a friend. Hope to see you guys on the next video.